How Europeans took the world's largest diamond from South Africa in 1906 and made it the British crown jewel. South Africa, once a British colony, it's no surprise that many South African diamonds made their way abroad, with the biggest of them all taking its famous place in the crown jewels. Without wasting any time, let's see how this came to play. As Queen Elizabeth takes her place as the longest reigning monarch in this history of British royalty, we take a look at the glorious crown jewels that she has worn for over 63 years that have been the very center of her sovereignty and marked some of the most important milestones during her time on the throne. As Africa was recovering from the wounds inflicted by slavery on the continent, colonization crept in, and to date, most African countries that were subjected to European imperialist aggression and military invasions continue to count their losses. This was especially true as Europeans, before leaving Africa, made sure they accumulated any valuable item they could lay their hands on. Though most African states have successfully recovered some of their taken valuables from colonial masters, the world's largest diamond, referred to as the Star of Africa, that was taken from South Africa during colonization, might never leave the British crown jewel collection. The Cullinan diamonds, as they are formally known, are still the largest diamonds ever discovered and are used by the British monarchy in their crown jewels selection. On January 26, 1905, the stone was discovered near Pretoria, South Africa. The Cullinan is estimated to have formed in Earth's mantle transition zone at a depth of 410 to 660 kilometers. That is 255 to 410 miles, and reached the surface 1.18 billion years ago. Newspapers called it the Cullinan diamond, a reference to Sir Thomas Cullinan, who opened the mine in 1902. The Royal Collection Trust states that in its uncut state, it weighed 3,106 metric carats and measured 10.1 by 6.35 by 5.9 centimeters. This scale, combined with its extraordinary blue-white color and clarity, made it the world's most celebrated diamond. Shortly after its discovery, Cullinan went on public display at the Standard Bank in Johannesburg, where it was seen by an estimated 8,000 to 9,000 visitors. In April 1905, the rough gem was deposited with Premier Mining Corporation's London sales agent, S. Newman & Co. Due to its immense value, detectives were assigned to a steamboat that was rumored to be carrying the stone, and a parcel was ceremoniously locked in the captain's safe and guarded on the entire journey. It was a diversionary tactic. The stone on that ship was fake, meant to attract those who would be interested in stealing it. Cullinan was sent to the United Kingdom in a plain box via registered post. On arriving in London, it was conveyed to Buckingham Palace for inspection by King Edward VII. Although it drew considerable interest from potential buyers, Cullinan went unsold for 2 years. The Cullinan was presented to King Edward VII in 1907 by the government of the Transvaal, a former South African province bordering Botswana and Zimbabwe to the north. According to history, the British defeated the Boer Republics, Orange Free State, and the South African Republic in battle, and went on to establish their leadership throughout modern-day South Africa. Britain insists it was a symbolic gesture intended to heal the rift between Britain and South Africa following the Boer War. However, history recounts that the British were the ones paying for repatriations. The stone was escorted by British police to Sandringham and formally presented to the king on his 66th birthday. Due to the size and composition of the rare gem, it took 8 months for 3 men to cut and polish 9 large stones from the original diamond. Transvaal Prime Minister Louis Botha suggested buying the diamond for Edward VI as a token of the loyalty and attachment of the people of the Transvaal to His Majesty's throne and person. In August 1907, a vote was held in the Legislative Council on the Cullinan's fate, and a motion authorizing the purchase was carried by 42 votes in favor to 19 against. Initially, Henry Campbell Bannerman, then British Prime Minister, advised the king to decline the offer, but he later decided to let Edward VII choose whether or not to accept the gift. Eventually, he was persuaded by Winston Churchill, then Colonial Under-Secretary. For his trouble, Churchill was sent a replica, which he enjoyed showing off to guests on a silver plate. The Transvaal colony government bought the diamond on 17 October 1907 for £150,000, which adjusted for pound sterling inflation is equivalent to £16 million in 2019. The diamond was presented to the king at Sandringham House by Agent General of the colony, Sir Richard Salmon, on 9 November 1907, his 66th birthday, in the presence of a large party of guests, including the Queen of Sweden, the Queen of Spain, the Duke of Westminster, and Lord Revelstoke. The king asked his colonial secretary, Lord Elgin, to announce that he accepted the gift for myself and my successors, and that he would ensure this great and unique diamond be kept and preserved among the historic jewels which form the heirlooms of the crown. Each of these stones was assigned a number ranging from 1 to 9, and they are still referred to in this manner today. There were also 97 small brilliants and some unpolished fragments created. Today, the South African diamond plays an important role in the British monarchy, lighting up the imperial state crown. The significant task of cutting the diamond was assigned to Asters of Amsterdam, who after many months of studying, cut the cullinan into 9 stones, numbered cullinan 1 to cullinan 9 and 96 smaller round brilliant cut diamonds. Generous gifts to the monarchy. Today, all 9 of the cullinan adorn the crown jewels that are worn by the late Queen Elizabeth and the royal family. Looking at how the British crown jewel is decorated with the cullinan diamonds we have. The largest cut diamond in the world, the 530.2 carat, pear-shaped cullinan 1, also known as the Star of Africa, is set as the main stone in the majestic scepter with the cross. The 317.4 carat cushion-cut cullinan 2, the second Star of Africa, was placed in prime position, front and center of the glorious imperial state crown. Pear-shaped cullinan 3 is suspended from the square-cut cullinan 4 to create the impressive 157 carat cullinan brooch. One of late Queen Elizabeth's favorite brooches, the cullinan 5, is an unusual 18.9 carat heart-shaped diamond that is set in an elegant diamond and platinum surround that enhances the profile of the heart-shaped brooch further. Slight by royal standards, the pendant brooch is home to 2 cullinan diamonds, namely the emerald-cut cullinan 6 and elegant marquise-cut cullinan 8. The cullinan 7, a marquise-cut pendant suspended from the elaborate Delhi Durbar necklace, which features 8 square and oval Kabakan emeralds separated by a large diamond and 2 strings of smaller diamonds, does not, for once, take center stage in the collection of royal jewelry. In addition, it has the cullinan 7 and an emerald pendant, which are both detachable. Due to the royal custom of donning gloves, the cullinan 9, a pear-shaped diamond set in an exquisite ring, has sadly not received as much publicity as its relatives. Also, after the discovery of the Great Star of Africa in 1910, the sovereign scepter, which was originally made for King Charles II's coronation in 1661, was redesigned. The cullinan 1 diamond is removable from the scepter and can be worn as a brooch. Asters the diamond cutter kept the remaining numbered diamonds as payment for their services. Later, King Edward VII privately transported cullinan 6 and 8 as a gift for Queen Alexandra, while the South African government purchased the other thrones and later returned them to the British. The remaining portion of the Star of Africa was presented to Queen Mary in 1910 as a tribute to the Union's inauguration, according to the Royal Collection Trust. This is how the world's largest diamond from South Africa in 1906 made its way to the British crown jewel. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all we have for this video. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe for more of such content, hit the notifications so as not to miss out on more exciting videos, and also share with your friends.